US President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met at the White House on Monday to discuss Trump's stellar new tariffs, the war in Gaza, and the Iranian threat.
I think if the talks aren't successful with Iran, I think Iran is going to be in great danger. And I hate to say it, great danger, because they can't have a nuclear weapon.
Despite these threats, Trump is pushing for direct talks with Iran, which are set to take place on Saturday in Oman. This meeting would mark the first significant diplomatic engagement between the two countries since Donald Trump returned to the White House in January 2025.
Very high level. And we're dealing with the Iranians. We have a very big meeting on Saturday, and we're dealing with them directly. You know, a lot of people say, oh, maybe you're going through surrogates or you're not dealing directly, you're dealing through other countries. No, we're dealing with them directly, and maybe a deal is going to be made. That would be great.
Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi confirmed the high-level indirect talks to take place in Oman on Saturday on X, calling the meeting, quote, as much as an opportunity as a test, saying that the ball is now in America's court. Sources have said to the New York Times that the Iranian delegation will be led by Araghchi, while the US delegation will be led by US Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff. A direct war with Iran might be avoided through talks, but the war in Gaza is still very much ongoing, with 59 hostages remaining in Hamas captivity. Israel has been resuming its military operation against the terror group in a bid to pressure Hamas into an end to the war.
Well, I'd like to see the war stop, and I think the war will stop at some point that won't be in the too distant future. Right now we have a problem with hostages. We're trying to get the hostages out. It's you know what I call it, a great location that nobody wants to live in, because they really don't. And I've said it. I don't understand why Israel ever gave it up. Israel owned it. It wasn't this man, so I can say it. He wouldn't have given it up. I know him very well. There's no way. They took oceanfront property and they gave it to people for peace. How did that work out? Not good.
Also on the agenda, the worsened relationship between Israel and Turkey. Turkey has been expanding its influence in the Middle East by upping its military presence in Syria, while also escalating its rhetoric against Israel, worrying Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Well, I have great relations with a man named Erdogan. Have you heard of him? And I happen to like him, and he likes me, and I know the press will get very angry. He likes Erdogan, but I do, and he likes me, and we've never had a problem, and we've gone through a lot. And I told the Prime Minister, I said, just, Bibi, if you have a problem with Turkey, I really think I'm going to be able to work it out. You know, I have a very, very good relationship with Turkey and with their leader, and I think we'll be able to work it out. So I hope that's not going to be a problem. I don't think it will be a problem.
And so, as Netanyahu wraps up his second visit to US President Donald Trump, it is apparent that the two state heads talk a big game, but the set expectations for the future of the Middle East are even bigger.